Hey everyone, thanks for joining. The clouds just moved away and I was able to center Mars in my system. I'll pull up a picture of my setup in a minute or so. But if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I only have until the clouds show up again. According to the forecast, they should be here anytime now. I'm just taking 1,000 frame images every once in a while just so I can process it later. Hey Jim, welcome. Thanks for joining. I hope Mars looks okay for you. It's starting to get a little bit dimmer, so I think I'm getting some thin clouds again, which is sad. But I'm really happy with like how this looks. Like I can actually see surface details in the live view without any kind of stacking. So I'm hoping I can stack these later and process them and make it look a little bit better. Polar caps. Let me pull up a picture I took a couple years ago at the last opposition. So I can kind of see some polar caps, but I think my processing may have overcooked it. But give me 1 second. Yeah, so here's the image from Mars back in 2022. So this is processed. It looks very similar to what it looks like now, right? It's like pointing at the exact same location, but I can see some polar ice caps, I believe, on top. It could also be clouds, but I'm not sure. But I think here I can see some polar ice caps. So I'll process these and see what it looks like. I'll leave this up here actually. It's like a good comparison. Thanks, Sam. I'm also hoping for some clear skies tomorrow because I want to live stream the lunar Mars occultation. I think it's supposed to start around 9 p.m. for me. So if it happens, I'll probably use a smaller telescope so I can get the full disk of the moon. But that means the features of the red planet will look a little bit different. Hey Beverly, welcome. I hope you can too. The last time it happened, I'll actually pull up a picture of that too. It was cloudy here, and I think I was walking my dog, and then I came out. By the time I got home, it cleared up a little bit, just for a few minutes, but it was enough. But this is what it looked like. Like it looked pretty good, right? This is actually a single picture DSLR with my 6-inch SCT. And yeah, I was able to catch it. You can't really see surface details on Mars, but still pretty good. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Yeah, it's getting brighter again. So this means that unfortunately there are like clouds in the sky. I'm gonna like try and decrease the noise a little bit. That's not gonna go. Focusing is probably my biggest challenge with this. Yeah, and if you can believe it, Mars is actually small this year. A couple of years ago, it was at its closest point in a long time, and it looked much bigger. Oh yeah, cool, Jim. Yeah, Astrobin has some amazing astrophotographers. Although I actually like the idea of an astro van. It's like a traveling astronomer. Astro. There's another one called Telescopius, which is pretty good. Telescope is actually really nice for planning and stuff. Aerostar. I don't. Aerostar doesn't ring a bell, but I'll Google it. Oh, it could be. Yeah, I know there used to be a Polestar. I think Polestar was the make. Hey, Mars and Moon look close, yeah, but wait for tomorrow. Their Moon will move right in front of Mars. It should look pretty cool. If you haven't watched my last video, I have a nice animation that I made from Stellarium there that shows what the movement will look like. Hey, looks like if we can find ourselves a Chevy Astro, we can have an Astro van, Jim. Yeah, Mars looks like a jewel in the sky. I love looking at it. As bright as Jupiter and Venus are. Mars is amazing to look at. Oh, nice. Are you part of our Discord? Because you can share your picture of Mars that you took with your C6 on the Discord if you haven't yet. I'm sure people would love to see it. Oh, cool, Lake Rat. Where are you? The seeing conditions where I am is liquid. You can it's actually better than many of the other nights here, but it's still pretty bad. It may have actually gotten better now that I look at Mars, because I was looking at Jupiter earlier. It was very trashy. Oh, Oklahoma. Yeah, Oklahoma, like that area has some good weather. When I looked at the cloud forecast earlier, we have one more person from Oklahoma in our Discord. Tonight's live stream isn't going to be too long. I'll probably end at around 11:15, assuming clouds don't end it for me. I unfortunately have work in the morning, Sunday nights. Oh yeah, I have one of those. I dislike projects like that. I told the project manager, we have one of those at 8:30 every Monday. I just use a daycare drop off as an excuse to miss it, and then I just meet up with them later in the day and ask them to update me. Hopefully that she doesn't watch my live streams. That's cool. I mean, at least you're having fun doing it. Like it's something you want to do. I think that's different. Like like I'm not a morning person, but I will wake up early in the morning to go chase a comet or something. I would rather just not sleep and then just start my next day without ending my last one. But Mars is getting darker, which means clouds are coming in. So it may be an even shorter live stream than I had thought. But I'm actually happy with the amount of data I was able to get and that I was able to show you. Some surface details on Mars like live, which is really hard to do. Like Mars is only visible like once every couple of years, and Mars will be at opposition later this week. It's disappearing. I have this currently on another mount than I usually do with during my planetary live stream, so I can actually control the movement here. So you can see that if I like move it, it's like it moves opposites if I move it right. So you can see this move. Yeah, so it's been. I didn't feel like setting up guiding. This is much better. Oh no, it's moving away. I can increase the gain to make it look a little bit better, but you can see that it brings up a lot more noise. Hey, my chat, what star is that? I wonder if it's Jupiter, so it may not even be a star. You might be able to see Mars too. Mars is really bright. Also, I know a weird question in the poll, but I don't know what else to compare clouds to right now. Yeah, too bad YouTube doesn't let you do multiple choice, or I mean, multiple selections. Then select all. Oh, and I just saw your question on Discord, Beverly, about Mars. Or I guess it's not a question. That you said that Mars is not visible every year. It's not. It wasn't visible at all last year, but it's because of the orbital cycles of Earth and Mars. Mars is gone completely. Um, is that it's we don't cross paths that often. It's only like once every 18 months, I think. Um, so the last time it was in view was 2023 or mid 2023, whatever 18 months ago was. But yay. I just jacked up the gain so that I can at least keep Mars's blob in view. Well, it's all a learning process. What one fun fact I can share with you is that Mercury, on average, is the closest planet to every other planet. There's a really nice animation online somewhere. I'll try and find it. Max gain, and we can see the circle of Mars, but you can see it's just all cloudy. So I think, yeah, and I'm looking at the forecast. I don't think I'm going to recover from clouds, so I'll stay online for another 4 or 5 minutes, answer any questions that anyone has, and then I'll stop, and then I will plan to be back online tomorrow around maybe around 8:30 or 9 p.m. Eastern time. So if y'all can join me, that'd be great. I'll try and get Mars and the moon in view. Anytime. Thanks for joining. I always appreciate everyone here, especially since I do so many impromptu live streams. Well, I think in general with astrophotography, I try to do between 3 and 5 hours of data if I can. But there's no like rule of thumb that you need to follow, like how much exposure you need. It's just that the only thing you really need to know is that the more exposures you have, the better your signal to noise ratio is, which means that the noise will decrease and the signal you receive from the object will increase and look better. So like after 30 minutes you'll probably start getting good results, but if you start going more and then you post process them in like PixInsight or Cyril, uh, I promise you that it'll look a lot better. But if you're just live stacking what's there in C Star, then I think 30 minutes is fine. I do lots of 30 to 60 minutes with my C Stars, but I don't. But I have other setups for astrophotography that I use, like this one today. Yeah, anytime. Hey, thanks, David. Good to see you. Sadly, I think I am going to shut down soon because, according to the forecast, the clouds are not going to go away. I use Astrospheric mostly. There's also windy.com that I like to use. I have a. They're both available for free, but I have premium versions that I got before the eclipse last year. There's also Tropical Tidbits that one of our Discord members use, which is amazing. Oh, cool. 1,520 seconds shots. How long is that? I gotta do the math. Wow, that's almost 8.5 hours. Cool. Yeah, that would definitely give you something really amazing. The longest Andromeda shot I've done with my regular setup is I think 5 hours or 6 hours. Yeah, while I'm here, I'll show windy.com. I guess I'm not logged in on this browser, but I do have a premium account. It's pretty good. Looking at the cloud forecast, it gives you 6 different forecast models. The ECM, which is I think the European model, is okay. The GFS is what the US uses. I do wish what's the name, invalid handle, was here. Isaac, he's really incredible with cloud forecasts. But like I'm here, um, those are fairly accurate and goes up to what, like 10 days for premium. But NAM and HRRR are found to be really accurate for the next couple of days. So you can see this only goes up like 3 days. And right now, as I say that, I find them to be accurate. It's saying there are no clouds here, but I can assure you that when we look outside, there are clouds. So sad. Icon I found to be, yeah, this icon is showing, this is another forecast model. Icon is showing clouds, so this may be even more accurate for some reason now. Ooh, HRDPS is another accurate one, so I think this could be accurate. It's showing thin clouds everywhere. But NAM and HRRR are showing less clouds, so I think something's weird. But windy.com is another good one. And of course, there's Astrospheric. Ooh, yeah, the Grand Canyon. You'll have a lot of fun at Grand Canyon with the dark skies there. Yeah, even just a camera and tripod, even just with a phone. Like I'm sure you'll get so many good things. And I think you're in our Discord, right? So yeah, if you get pictures, please share. The another one I can recommend is Clear Dark Sky. So this is actually data submitted from like observatories and other weather stations around the world. So like this one is for my local astronomy club, where I'm a part of, and where are we here? We're here, yeah. So like it thinks that there's clouds, and this is actually kind of accurate. So, and there should be one for Clear Dark Sky Home. There should be one around the Grand Canyon area too. So if you look at this, yeah, oh, look at all these data points here, and these are like submitted from by people. Where's the Grand Canyon? I don't know if I know. I don't know why is this is acting weird when I zoom in. Let me see. I was here, right? It's like here. Is this around here? Grand Canyon. Well, either way, I'm bad at finding stuff on the map like this, but like this one, you can click on this. It'll give you a clear dark sky of that area for the next 3 days, and it's fairly accurate. And oh my god, look at all that blue. I'm really jealous of anywhere in the Southwest. Yeah, yeah, that's amazing. And of course, the light pollution map. Yeah, like here, there's a little bit of light pollution, but it's like just like so dark over there. It's crazy. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fun. Man, look at it. It's just all blue the next few days. How does that happen? Let me come here. This doesn't look right. Are we getting, I guess it's like a lighter shade of blue looks blue when we're zoomed out. But yeah, clear dark sky is another one that I usually look at. Lots of data points all over the country. Yeah, I guess it's just the U.S. and Canada at the moment. So some in Mexico. Ooh, there's one in the Cayman Islands. Cool. And yeah, I don't think Mars is going to recover for me. Oh yeah, I'm with you, my Chan. Like if I look at light pollution map, yeah, we'll just look at websites. Yeah, there's like no coordinates information there. I'll just do World Atlas. Yeah, this is probably a little bit better to look at. Yeah, like I can't get to blue easily. This is probably 2 hour drive for me. It says class 3, but there's nothing here. It's like I can't like just drive over there. There's mountains. Yeah, Yeah, Washington D.C. Where to go? Right here. Yeah. Yeah, Washington D.C. is pretty bad. The closest place where I've gone, where I've actually seen some really nice dark skies, is a place called Ninigret Park in Rhode Island. It's like one of these parks here. Is it? Yeah, Ninigret Park right here. Yeah, it's like here, and then looking south. This is a class 4 area, but looking south is super dark. It's really nice. I haven't been there in a couple of years, but I like driving there. It's like a 2-hour drive for me. Yeah. I used to live right here in Queens. And then I moved from one white area to another one. I'm like around here, give or take. Oh yeah, yeah, like lots of, especially if you go in the summertime, like you can see the Milky Way rise. I have a time lapse of the Milky Way rising from there. It's incredible. Yeah, you have like a flat horizon view too. Yeah, Massachusetts like this way. This way is pretty good, but there's usually nothing around there. That's the problem. Oh yeah, Helix and Sombrero would be good. I imaged the Sombrero Galaxy once for like 30 minutes, I think. I would really love to try it again. And Helix, just always it's always in a bad spot for me. I'm actually gonna find the time lapse. Shareable link. Okay, I'm gonna post it. Yeah, so I just linked to the time lapse from Ninigret Park from a few years ago. That's an incredible area. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've done that before too. It's just harder to do nowadays. I try to go to my astronomy club, which is in this area here. It used to be Bortle 5, but I'm pretty sure it's Bortle 6 now. Sadly, so this map needs to be updated a little bit. And I wish the Veers maps showed a little bit. I guess it's like this, but it doesn't really show the Bortle data. That would be nice to see, I think. Yeah, and Astrobits, if you want a Western horizon view, Wachusett Reservoir. This is it here. Yeah, so this is, let's see what the World Atlas says. This is class 5, but if you are, I think this is it here. Like I set up here for the comet back in October. So I was thinking it was this area, and then you look southwest. Like you're looking right over water, and there's like nothing here. Like it, and I'm pretty sure if you're looking this way, it's like class 4, 3, pretty easily. Was I there? It's like I'm playing GeoFind. Yep, yep, yeah. Wachusett Reservoir. There's a pull off spot. There's a park here. Um, I can't find it. Yeah, but just look for like Wachusett Reservoir Park or something, and it was really nice. Like dozens of people, maybe like 60, 70 people, was able to see the comet because my friend and I set up there. Uh, uh, what program? So it was just a lot of still images taken with my DSLR, and then I put it together in Adobe Premiere Pro. I just imported it as a sequence, I think. I think that's what it's called, and just exported it as an MP4. It's a super simple, lazy way to do it. You can also do this with something called FFmpeg, FFmpeg. That one is free. It's mostly command line, but it works really well. I only use Premiere Pro because I get it free through work. Otherwise, I don't think I would have used it for anything. And if you like time lapses, definitely check out some of my other videos. I love time lapses. And this does remind me I need to upload a time lapse I took of the sun in Hydrogen Alpha a couple months ago. All right, there's no more Mars here, and I really appreciate like all the questions and you all hanging out with me for another 20 minutes after Mars has gone behind clouds. I think this was pretty fun. I will be on Discord. I'm pretty active there, mostly at nights, and I'm planning to be here tomorrow for the lunar Mars occultation. So I hope you all can join me. Hey, Richard. Sorry you joined as I'm logging off. Mars has disappeared behind clouds, sadly, but hopefully we'll see it tomorrow. I'm going to try and figure out what setup I want to use because I think the Edge 8 is going to be too narrow of a field of view to show me enough of the moon. I want to catch more of these. Yeah, no problem. I like doing them. I like interacting with everyone. It's pretty fun. And I'll put this picture up here again, which is the lunar Mars conjunction from a couple years ago. This is from my location. Mars like barely grazed the moon. I do have a time lapse on my channel again, so you can see that. Hey Timmy, thanks for joining. Sorry I don't have anything to show you live, but hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to. And if you haven't joined our Discord, please do. Have a lot of great people there. And with that said, I will log off. Thank you all again. Focal length for me. So I'm using the Edge 8, which is a native 2000. And with a 2x Barlow, it becomes an effective 4000 millimeter focal length. So yeah, I definitely would not use the Barlow with that. So I might switch back to my 6SE, which is 1500, and with the crop sensor camera, I'll be able to get the entire disk of the moon, but Mars will look tiny. Oh, where this is this was my 6SE, so 1500 millimeter focal length, and a Canon T5i, which is a crop sensor camera. Sounds good, Richard. Thank you. All right. Thanks, everyone. I hope you all have a good night.